Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine, excuse me, and this is going to be the October reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get additional messages. Also keep in mind that these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I may be describing you or the person that you're dealing with, so if need be, flip the energies around. I also do not discriminate in my readings. I read for people that have done the hurtful deeds and those that were also on the receiving end, because again, both need guidance. So apply it again as it may fit. If you'd like a personal reading, all the information is below. If you would like to support the channel and make a donation, donations are greatly appreciated. You can also find out how to do that below. And also, as a way to support the channel, hit the like button if it resonates. Leave a comment. Well, this is going to be for October, so I guess we'll wait to see if something comes in. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Also hit the notifications button to be made aware of when I upload new videos to the channel. Sorry, I'm having some pain in my neck. I had to breathe through it for a minute. I also am introducing a deck that I created called the Reality Check deck. So I will pull some cards from here at the end. It may not be what you want to hear, but it's what you'll need to hear. That's my slogan for the Reality Check deck. So we shall see what comes out there. What we have here is the overview for the month, your advice in regards to it. This is the situation, why it's happening, what you're thinking and feeling in regards to it, your hopes and fears, as well as advice. Here is the higher message involved. Here is some more advice. This is what chakras we're needing to work on and the feelings associated with them. And this is also in regards to love, any advice that the universe may have. And then, of course, again, at the end, we'll pull something from there. And I will clarify these here as we go along. First, let's start off with go the distance. So you're being asked to keep forging ahead despite whatever obstacles you may be facing at the moment. So let us say 46, 46. 47. My fault. Go the distance. Essential meanings, endurance, strength, and the long haul. The oracle's message: to bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the current of your experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities. Here we have opportunity. So there is no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. And if you're not being authentic, it'll keep you in alignment with the energy of karma, negative karma, karmic cycles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. Relationship message: you either are in or are calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time. For better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself and are remade in new growth. You're being redeemed by the power of regeneration. It's funny because when I said 46, that card is regeneration. And that essential meanings of that is rebirth, second chances, and new opportunities. Again, opportunity. So maybe that's a little hint to that, to allow for transformation to happen, to allow for releasing so that we can embrace new beginnings, new opportunities, and be fearless and courageous in our pursuits. Um, Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. So, as long as, again, people are willing to self reflect, learn, change, grow, expand, work on themselves, put efforts into the relationship, into their life, you know, opportunities are there. But if we refuse to do those kind of things, then we miss out, I guess. Um, a new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? Ugh, yeah. You know, but sometimes listening with the heart allows you to have rose colored glasses as well. And sometimes we don't use logic. We're too busy in the woo woo and in the heart, and it leads us into all kinds of pickles. So discernment is key, authenticity is key. Again, doing integrity is key, honesty is key. You know, if all the virtues of a good self and a good experience, relationship, whatever it is, isn't present, then we're needing to, reassess. You know what I'm saying? Prosperity message: your most precious dreams are not about instant gratification, but enduring prosperity. This is a time to think long term and engage in continued action. You will experience momentum building as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. That's what they're saying, go the distance. And at the bottom of the deck here, you have the Three of Wands in reverse. This is about not seeing in the long term. Maybe allowing fear to keep us stuck because we don't know what's in the long, how the effect is going to be in the long term, or we're not seeing the long term potential of something, or we're needing to, again, broaden our ways of thinking, and again, go the distance. Opportunities await. um, Your efforts, ideas, and hard work now can lead to greater riches than you can imagine. Stoke the fire so that an uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all the phases of manifestation. Be assured that you are in the right place right now. So whatever situation you may be in, even though it might feel like shit, you're obviously in it for a reason, to teach you something. So allow that lesson to wash over you and use it and apply it and go the distance to the next step. Protection message: do you feel as if you've been wandering in the desert now for ages and ages and nothing is happening? When you conjure up the image of a desert, you picture parched lips, sunburned skin, and mirages. But there is more to it than that. Amid the hot sands are creatures with resilient spirits, tough skins, and the willingness to burrow deep underground for water so that they may thrive. This is a time of developing survival skills and resilience. So again, it's learning how to stand on your own, become self-empowered, not reliant on another, not codependent on another. Again, some people are having lessons about codependency, and needing to overcome financial karma, needing to overcome limiting self-beliefs, negative self-talk, low self-esteem, stagnancy, procrastination, the list goes on and on and on. But hey, we're all in the same scenarios. That's part of our journey here. You are learning how to conserve your strength, and in this temporary time of austerity, it's wise to be selective about where you expend your energy. Listen to the call of your soul because it will never lead you astray. And again, your higher knowing, not your your lower ego, shadow self. Your higher knowing of what is right and what is going to be good for you in the long term, not, again, staying in comfort zones out of fear of the unknown, or not believing in ourselves, or just wanting to stay in the karma. This is an important time, again, for letting go of what's not important, including all those things that I spoke of. Negative self-talk, repeating cycles, behavior patterns, people, whatever it is That seems to be a repeating theme. You know what I'm saying? And then we have here the advice for you is opportunity. Bracing opportunities. I didn't read this for Pisces, but read the card. I mean, positive growth and expansion is on the horizon for you. This opportunity may bring with it inspiration and insight, or it could be the chance you've been waiting for to take action on ideas you already have. You may be seeking to manifest the chance to create changes in your career, buy or sell a home, or bring romance into your life. Whatever your desires, your angels are about to open a door of possibilities for you. Step right through. So, be fearless, as they say. Now, you have just one major arcana, but I will still inform you about what major arcanas stand for, because they are considered signposts, so things that you need to really address, especially if it's in the reverse. Major arcanas again are the deeper, more meaningful in spirit. They're deeper, more meaningful and spiritual in nature. They're signposts to be taken more seriously and looked at more closely. Aspects of the self, as well as our response to significant events in our life, how to get through them, how we should see them, ways to learn, grow, because we're shedding karma. A more profound, deep, meaningful stage of the journey. Think of them as chapters in a book, representing a path to spiritual self-awareness, because this is what you're on. The journey of self-discovery, shedding karma, evolving, onward and upward, going the distance. Searching for greater meaning and understanding. Again, the reason of why all things happen. Why we are where we are due to our own choices. Why do we make those choices? It all stems from, again, we got to go back, do a life review, how we've showed up in life, how we feel about ourselves, what did love look like to us as children, all of these root issues that play upon our self-esteem, the way that we show up, again, the kinds of relationships that we attract, all of that. So again, it's trying to find the deeper meaning so that we stop these repeating things. Not to say it again that things won't come up, because it's always going to come up until you leave this place. But your ability to handle challenges or the changing of the seasons of your life, you'll be able to handle it better if you apply the lessons you've already learned and stop getting in your own way or allowing things to repeat, again, due to us not addressing whatever it is within ourselves that we seem to find ourselves in these situations. The lessons. It's the journey of the fool. Again, like in the tarot, to go through life to learn all this shit. Each step, though, brings you closer to enlightenment. So again, that's the major arcana. And your major arcana, we'll get to that. This is what you're thinking and feeling. And because it's in the reverse, obviously it's something that you need to look at, because it's going with this and it's going with this. But first, let's start with this one. This is the situation. It's the Page of Swords in the reverse. So either this is you, lacking foresight, delays, obstacles to long-term goals. I'm sorry. I was like, that doesn't sound right. I was talking about it. The Three of Wands. Okay? Three of Wands in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Fool in reverse. Moon in reverse. All these reversals. Ace of Wands in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Temperance in reverse. Ace of Cups is the first upright. But obviously, we're all out of sorts. We're not using the right judgment, or we're fearing judgment that might be being placed upon us. We're not seeing opportunities to have new beginnings, to implement ideas, to take action, fearing the unknown, or, fearing the truth coming out, because this is also about lies, deceptions, lies that we even tell ourselves, illusions. It's also about, feeling in the lowest, trying to come out of that. you know, but this is also fearing new beginnings or fearing taking leaps of faith due to whatever is keeping us from embracing opportunities, but they're encouraging you to go the distance. You know, there's this not wanting to put in any work and effort into something that isn't going anywhere anymore, you know, because we're lacking seeing the long-term potential of something, or maybe what we're waiting for isn't coming in, you know, so we're having uncertainties about having a new beginning, making us feel all kinds of, you know what I'm saying? Again, Three of Wands in reverse is lack of foresight, delays, obstacles to long-term goals, unable to accomplish goals hoped for, unexpected delays or blocks, even creative blocks, frustrations, disappointment, feelings of wasted time. Again, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, feeling like we put in effort into something that didn't turn out the way that we thought it was going to. Needing to see setbacks as an important part of the journey. Again, you were in that situation to teach you something. So all the work and whatever efforts that you feel like you put into it, you know, if the shit hit the fan, it was meant to. Because again, it's meant to teach you something about yourself, how you showed up in that situation. Again, the energy that you brought and the energy that you allowed. Again, it's about learning those lessons. Even the shitty situations are there to teach you something. And the most part, they're there to teach you the most. Because through the trials and tribulations and pain, of course, that's when you're supposed to emerge a more humble self, a wiser self. You know, we learn from our mistakes and our regrets, right? The most. Needing to reassess again yourself, your situation, your future. Um, You know, it contributes, you needing to, again, see the setbacks as important parts of the journey as it contributes to personal development. This is about you, again, going the distance, you developing within yourself new ways of being, new ways of seeing things. Fear that you've gotten in over your head, especially in the midst of change or wanting change. That means, of course, you know, to get from point A to point C, we have to deal with point B. And sometimes people don't want to deal with point B, that, you know, just the effort that'll be put into it, or the fear of it not working out the way that we're hoping to, especially if we're leaving situations. Again, fearing of the unknown, long term. Breakdowns, lack of cooperation, just feeling like you got bad luck. It's also the risk of betrayal in business. So watch out for any business kind of things. Or you may be fearing that. In regards to relationships, again, there's long-term goal issues, perhaps in your current situation, because we have Eight of Cups here walking away. But again, maybe fearing the unknown, and they're trying to encourage you that opportunity awaits. You know, get yourself in gear and release what you got to release here so you can move forward. Now we go to the Page of Swords. This is a situation. Page of Swords in reverse is somebody who's all talk and no action. You know, hasty in the things that they say and the actions that they take. You know, they don't think before they do something. So again, maybe we found out we jumped into a situation that didn't turn out the way that we thought because we weren't thinking long-term consequences of our actions, long-term potential. We were just what we wanted in the moment, but then it backfired, and now we're like, well, you know, what a wasted time and effort, you know, unhappiness. But again, it was to teach us something. It's also about undelivered promises. So either this is what you were met with, a person who was all talk and no action, and again, you jumped into a situation that didn't turn out the way you wanted. Undelivered promises, you know, acting hastily without thinking, not effective use of our energy, or needing to tackle one thing at a time. Again, needing to find some focus and direction. Not delivering on promises. It's also about spying, stalking. So somebody might be trying to gather information to find out their next moves. Especially we got a lot of people trying to go back to past people. So maybe again, people are trying to figure out if there's a chance. You know, they're not really feeling like there's a chance. Um, or somebody is, or somebody again is looking for a past person, and maybe they're needing to release the idea of that and move forward to something else. Be conscious of how you're coming across. Excuse me. So someone also who can be annoying with their constant challenging. So if you're coming across as challenging, or this is a person that you're dealing with, you can find them annoying, very cutting with their words. Again, maybe we're in situations where our environment isn't so swift. Um, Fear of public speaking, fear of saying something, of speaking up. We also have throat chakra here, which we'll get into. But maybe they're saying you need to speak up, you need to go the distance, you need to find your courage, you need to persevere. An opportunity awaits if you again can get out of your own way. Not feeling you have enough information. Again, but maybe instead of asking directly, people are trying to check social media or trying to check other ways to gather information because they don't want to say anything themselves, or they're too afraid to. And the reason why it's happening is the Eight of Cups. So again, trying to walk away to something that's more emotionally fulfilling. So like I said, some people might be trying to go back to past people. So they're trying because they're walking away from their current situation. Or again, they're walking away from somebody who, again, is all talk, no action, undelivered promises. Again, we're finding out people's situations, whatever, it wasn't what we thought. It's also about change, transition, sadness, solitude, maybe fearing that we're going to be by ourselves, and that fear of being alone always keeps people stuck in situations that aren't making them really happy, just because, well, the better to be with this person than to be by myself. But really, you're holding yourself back from having something come into your life that's going to be more emotionally fulfilling by settling for less than, because we fear, again, the unknown. We fear leaving situations because we don't know if we're going to be by ourselves. Sometimes you need to be by yourself to figure out your own shit, to work on yourself so that you have something to offer to somebody, not coming in a need-based, wounding, fill a void, meet a need kind of situation. Because those situations never end well, right? Maybe we need to be the hermit or whatever, be alone, get your stuff together, heal whatever you need to heal. And again, preparing ourselves for opportunities. Unhappiness, again, wanting more emotional fulfillment, embarking on a spiritual journey. That's great. For greater goals, seeking deeper meaning in life, willing to let go of material possessions for something more meaningful. Again, even willing to let go of situations we're staying in for codependent reasons, because, again, filling voids and meeting needs, that's just the material, that's just the superficial. But if you're wanting something deeper, if you're wanting real love, all of that other stuff will come with it, but you can't stay in something that there's no love on a deeper level, right? It's also about emotional exhaustion, feeling like you can't go on. That's why they're trying to encourage you, go the distance, find your courage, don't give up, feel like you're giving too much and not getting anything in return for some of you. Again, that's why you're done with that. Now, this is what you're thinking and feeling. So this is the major arcana I spoke of. Of course, you had the Temperance in reverse too, which is another major. The Judgment, another major. The Moon, another major. The Fool. So, if I would have kept pulling, you would have had a lot of things. So there's obviously something that Cancer is really needing to look at um, within themselves. This is about feeling out of control, not having control over our environment or our situation. Again, that's where fear kicks in. That's why people like to be controlling, because they want to feel safe. So again, but even at the cost of self-sabotaging our own happiness and well-being, or that of others. um, this is also somebody who's dominating, excessively controlling, rigid or inflexible, um, abuse of power, insecure, therefore trying to be controlling. Insecurity, again, fear. So we're trying to hold on to maybe things that aren't serving us, even though we know that we want to move forward, um, needing to gain some control and balance and perspective, again, to keep us moving forward. Um, Freeing oneself from controlling figures. So if we were dealing with people that were controlling, we're needing to get out of that. Tired of being under the thumb, or in regards to the self, it's lack of self-control, ambition, or ability to deal with controlling authority figures, people we got to answer to. Um, so maybe we fear having to answer for something to somebody. A need to gain control or structure, in love, an overbearing, abusive partner. So I don't know if this is you. Maybe you're feeling that you've been this way. You've been delivering on promises you had no intention of keeping, and you're planning on leaving situations now because you realize some things that could be for some. Or again, you were dealing with somebody like this, and it's time for you to keep it moving. Or again, it's just needing to gain some control, figure out whatever information that we need to gather to help our transition to move towards whatever we're moving towards now. And then the hopes and fears is the King of Wands. So again, this could be you hoping to embody the King of Wands. The King of Wands is the fire energy. They're about creativity. So again, if we're talking about business stuff, our career, our love life, just everything in general, we're looking to become, a leader in our own lives. This is what we hope to, or this is what we're hoping for. Now, again, this could be male, female, doesn't matter. So this could be you, or, person you're hoping to come into your life, or you're hoping for somebody to be this. So someone who's a visionary, again, sets goals and sticks to them, ensures that they can make things happen by having a good support system, people that are in their corner. Goal-oriented, again, takes initiative, not all talk and no action, the opposite of this. So you, again, either want to stop being this and being this, or you want to stop dealing with people like this and you want this kind of person in your life. An opportunity to take on a challenge, but you are the determining factor. Again, opportunity, go the distance. You are in control of staying or moving forward, right? This is also somebody who can be a little arrogant and aggressive in their pursuits sometimes, because they're so, tunnel visioned. Someone who can be, have a little bit of an ego at times, that could work, again, to their own detriment by being too controlling. The advice is the Nine of Cups. So Nine of Cups is all about wishes. It's the yes card in regards to any love question. It's also about integrity, completion of the final stage, final stage of development. So again, it's up to you. You got the Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups, moving towards the Ten of Cups. which is all about happy home life, fulfillment, love, you know, good support system, family. So this is what we need to be walking towards. Um, Past method of coping are important. So again, however the we used to be, we're needing to take a look at it and what needs to change within us. So again, we can embody this or attract this kind of person, right? Again, it's the wish card, an emotionally fulfilling situation. It's the strengthening of a friendship or a consummation of a sexual one. So again, if we're looking to revitalize anything, you know, it's up to us how we show up and if we make the move. Um, so it's about joy and happiness that's in your grasp again, but you got to pursue it. You got to move towards it. The abundance of life and feeling all the emotions of all these cups. Counting our blessings, living in the moment again, because now is the only time that matters. The past can't be changed. The future hasn't happened yet. What we do in the now prepares us for manifesting what it is that we're hoping to manifest, right? It's all up to you. Stability and advancement, about to achieve. Again, the 10 of Cups, if we apply ourselves. This is also, it can speak a little bit of arrogance. And as I mentioned here, this person can become a little arrogant. So be careful if you're leaving situations, how you're doing that. If you're a person, again, who wasn't so swift to begin with. But even if you're realizing that and you're trying to become something else, kind of be careful how you come across, as this card said. Don't come across as arrogant. Ha ha, I'm leaving. Again, you know, take other people's feelings into consideration too. Your approach to walking away. But again, this can also just mean that, you know, if we embody this or if we walk away from any negative people, situation, ways of being, you know, we can have our wishes come true. But again, it's up to you on how you show up for yourself. Let's see, the Page of Swords. Why the Page of Swords in reverse in regards to the situation? Why the Page of Swords? We have fame, which is about like success. Mistake. Bad news. The lesson. So obviously this is about learning from our mistakes, learning the lesson involved. Moving towards success, or you have success because you've learned a lesson, you know, and try not to look, you know, fear the unknown. Again, just learn from mistakes, don't repeat them. Why 8 of Cups in regards to why it's happening? Growth. So we've grown, we've learned, or we're looking to. Solitude, battle. So solitude kind of reminds me of the Hermit, you know, going within. You know, perhaps again realizing, you know, not fighting for something anymore, or realizing we want to fight for something. We're trying to walk towards what we know is going to make us happy. We're trying to have growth and expansion in something. Maybe we're trying to go within and figure out how to make that manifest, or again going it alone. Because we, you know, not wanting to fight for a situation anymore. Emperor reversed. Patience, surprise, doubt, generosity, and greed. So this is obviously about opportunities. Generosity card kind of reminds me of any of the aces: Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. You know, it's the opportunity that's coming from the universe, or opportunity that we're wanting to extend. You know, to greed. It's about what we want, having doubts, unsure if we can have it. Again, needing to gain control or some perspective, or not fearing not having control of a situation, and just kind of speaking up, saying what you got to say. Um, Patience is all about either having patience to allow for whatever this transition period it is to, what do I want to say, to unfold the way that it should. Or this is also about wondering if we should keep waiting to hear something from someone. We're unsure if we're going to hear anything, or if it's going to be something that we want to hear. Or this is wondering if we waited too long to say something, and now we're unsure if our offer is going to be accepted. My King of Wands in regards to hopes and fears. Justice, good news, brown-haired woman, scandal. So justice could be karmic justice, justice system. You know, this is also a leader, someone who's independent. So some people might be getting divorces, and they're viewing that as good news. In regards to whatever they went through with someone, or they're hoping for, again, good news, for justice to be served, for things to go the way that they would like them to go in regards to whatever has happened with someone, whether that be a current person or a person from the past. Or again, or if you're the brown-haired woman, you're hoping the things will work out in your favor in regards to this King of Wands, whether this be, I don't know if it's a past person, or, you know, once you walk away from whatever this situation is, that again, you'll meet someone else who's more in line with what you want. Why the Nine of Cups in regards to the advice? Why the Nine of Cups in regards to the advice? Communication. So obviously they're saying encouraging communication. Barrier. Happiness. So communication is the barrier to your happiness, to your wish fulfillment. Again, if you're not speaking up, or you're trying to figure out what to say in order to have your wishes fulfilled, in order to have your Nine of Cups, or to feel happy. Challenge, confusion. So this is, you know, to overcome your challenge, whatever challenges that you might be having that are limiting your forward movement, or your being able to speak up, or your confusion in regards to what's going to make you happy, where's going to make you happy, what do you got to do, who's it going to be, all this stuff here. But obviously whatever it is that we're leaving from, there was a lesson involved here. or that we should be leaving from. There's a lesson involved here about settling for less than or being less than we can be, stifling our own growth, expansion, happiness, manifesting our dreams, our opportunities, our wish fulfillments, again, meaning to get out of our own way, right? The higher message involved here is to have faith. Have faith in God to heal the situation. Let go and let God do what you can do. What is like the serenity prayer, right? Do whatever you can do, and the rest, leave it up to the universe. Signs, I watch for, notice, and trust the signs that heaven continuously sends. See, take action. Today I take action related to priorities that I have previously put off. So whatever you've been procrastinating on or putting off, it's keeping you from your happiness. You got patience here again. I trust in divine timing. So again, whatever limbo you may be feeling, or stagnancy, or stuck in situations, or whatever it is, understand that you are a co-creator with the universe. So your efforts, whatever efforts you put into yourself, into your own growth, expansion, advancement, forward movement, healing, know that the universe is working along with you to assist you in that, because they're wanting you to go towards your highest and best, to become the best you that you can be. But understand that, things take time to simmer, things take time, but whatever it is, go the distance. Father, my true Father is God in heaven, who shines healing light upon me, my birth father in our relationship. Now Pisces got the mother card. Cancer's got the father card. Now, this, of course, is to let you know that you are a child of the universe. Above all else, you're a soul here on a human journey. So all your soul group relationships, your parents, your friends, your romantic partners, whatever it is, the higher meaning in it all is regardless of your human relationships, know that, you are, again, a soul here on a human journey, and to know that you are loved, and they're all rooting for you to, again, get these lessons and progress forward. This also talks about, again, father issues, mother issues, father issues. You could have both. You can have one or the other, but usually you embody the traits of one. You seek a partner who embodies the traits of another. And if it's dysfunctional, thus we find ourselves in karmic cycles, dysfunctional relationships, again, needing to heal whatever wounding that is stemming from it all, that keeps us in these patterns. As I mentioned, for the Pisces, this also could be if you happen to be a parent as well. If we're recognizing a lot of these situations we find ourselves in, or ways that we think about ourselves, how we show up, how we allow others to show up, if that stems from, low self-esteem or whatever wounding, if we're discovering that a lot of our fucked upness in adulthood stems from childhood stuff, if you have kids, heal yourself so that you can set a good example for them, so that we don't repeat it, family karma, continuing cycles, because again, we imitate what we see, right? So if you want to set a good example of what self-love, self-respect looks like to your kids, always try to keep that in mind with whatever choices that we make in life that might affect little people too. Now for your chakras, you have 3 crown chakra. So obviously there's some higher knowing. That's why you had all these major arcanas, even though I didn't put them here. But this is obviously, and they were all in the reverse. So there is something that we're obviously needing to look at, an aspect of the self that needs to change, that we need to release, and we need to kind of get on our path. And I didn't forget these. I'll do these after. But you have instinct, release, confusion, oops, I'm sorry, confusion and mysticism. And this is third eye chakra. So you got a lot of spiritual guidance here, lessons. It's all about your growth. Again, what are we learning from our experiences? And no matter what we've been through, take that new knowledge and apply it, become better, move towards new opportunities, expansion, growth, again, happiness, healing. Um, Now, again, the crown chakra is our consciousness outside of the physical body, the collective being, the higher mind way of thinking, enlightenment, consciousness, purpose, wisdom, spirituality, expansiveness. Again, this is what we need to be focusing on. And the third eye, again, is seeing the unseen. We had the Three of Wands, I believe, in the reverse. Is that what you had? Not being afraid to leave behind things we need to leave behind because we're not knowing the future. Release that controlling need to control, staying in fear mode, allowing ourselves to stay stuck. Follow your intuitive knowing. Often reveals family agreements made before birth. Again, childhood stuff, karma, soul group, soul contracts, what you came here to learn, the karma you came to shed. Again, family history, repeating cycles. Again, if we imitate what we see, then most likely our parents imitated what they saw, and their parents imitated what they saw. Again, this could be generational dysfunction. The views of love is skewed because the views of self-love is skewed. It's time to fix the programming. It's also, again, guidance, intuition, integrity, doing the right thing for the right reasons, knowledge, again, inner child, healing the inner child. It's also about our dignity, our self-respect, our integrity, again, being a good person, not dealing with shady people or being shady, embracing the mystery of the unknown. Again, you're encouraged to do so because opportunity awaits there. Cancer. You got release. That's the first one I opened to here. So we'll look at release. This is about personal responsibility and release of blame. Again, we are where we are due to our own choices. And then we have to question, well, why did I make that choice? Was it out of fear? Was it out of self-serving agendas? Was it, again, filling voids, meeting needs? What is the reason behind that? And then obviously, what is it about me that needs to be healed so that I stop making those kind of choices that lead me to these kind of situations, right? You cannot move forward while you continue to hide. So this is, we can't hide from ourselves. Eventually, you got to look in the mirror. Change starts from within, being honest with ourselves, again, holding ourselves accountable for our own bullshit, not blaming anybody else, because again, we are where we are. If we're adults, we made our own choices and decisions, and now we're kind of seeing the effects of that. But it's not to get in the woes, it's not to kick yourself in the ass. It's about learning, living and learning, releasing, healing, and moving forward a changed person because of it, so that we don't repeat, right? It's time to clear the debris and move on. Personal inquiry, this indicates healing family of origin issues. Like I said, this could be generational. Family karma in regards to how we show up in relationships. So if we're going to get honest again about how we grew up and how we keep finding ourselves in these same kind of cycles, it's about being honest with ourselves. Am I ready to face the past and let go? Acknowledging, healing, and releasing, freeing yourself. And how wonderful it will be to release yourself from this stuff, right? Key idea is release. It's also about dwelling on the past, Righteous anger or a change in consciousness, judgment day. You got the judgment here, judgment reverse. Sometimes if we fear judgment, you know, we make the wrong judgments, or we're refusing again to look at what we need to look at, again, about ourselves, what we bring to the table and what we allow, right? Keywords again are about healing, integration, kind of like the temperance, mixing, integrating, alchemy, blending the masculine and feminine energies within us, becoming balanced, not operating from the lower side of the masculine or feminine energy, you know, being too stingy or too giving, or how the imbalances, there's an imbalance within that needs to be addressed. Now, you also have here instinct. Your instinct is finely tuned, so why doubt it? Your journey is guided. So again, we talk about signs. They're trying to guide you. They're trying to show you the way. And in your higher self, you know the way. But we let ego, conditioning, fear, wounding, again, negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, comfort zones, whatever it is for you, keep us stuck. But they're trying to guide you to the path, you know, of how to let all that shit go. Personal inquiry, how can I master letting go and moving on? Do I trust my inner guidance? You know, obviously somebody's trying to move towards something because they know deep down that emotionally fulfilling things lie elsewhere than where we currently are, right? Keywords: instinct, guides, and awakening. Key ideas: solitary journey. And that's why you got solitude over here. You know, solitude, growth, going on a spiritual quest to try to figure out again who you are, what you want, how to manifest it. Following your instinct. Spirit lies on the road ahead, or being led by spirit. You know, you're being led to let go of people, situations, ways of being, whatever it is that's holding you back. And then you have confusion. Inspiration message: through the willingness to be in confusion, we find clarity. There is nothing to solve. Meditation and quiet time will bring clarity, because it's like you already know. Sometimes you just go around and around and around in your head because you're trying to come to the conclusion or answer that you want, or that suits your whatever it is you're trying to avoid looking at. And a lot of times it's just, no matter how many angles that you look at it from, it always comes back to the same truth, an inner truth that you know that something's got to change, something's got to go, because it's holding you back. Can I see confusion as a good thing? Can I learn to let go of needing an immediate outcome? So again, that fearing the unknown, your doubts and your lack of patience in regards to how your life is unfolding. It's kind of saying the moments between breaths, or, you know, in the ups and the downs, whatever phase of your journey that you're in, there is something to be realized, or what's the word I'm looking for, or appreciated in that, even the shitty stuff, because again, it's meant to transform you. It's meant to bring out the best you that there is, to find your inner strength, to find your courage again through your trials, tribulations, your obstacles, your challenges. These are the things that test you, because when everything is going great, you're not thinking about anything. You're not thinking about change, and because you're just coasting through. But it's when you're hit with a bunch of shit, that's when it forces you to either step up or, you know, reap what you sow. Accept the consequences of things. If we refuse change, if we refuse growth, then we will be dealt the cards that we're dealing, right? Keywords of clarity, support, and revelation. Consequences of actions, again. Spiritual support. Finding love. Again, maybe walking towards, again, love. Because whatever we were in wasn't love. And then, of course, mysticism. Inspiration message, it is wise to be the observer. Do not respond until you are certain. The unknown is not easy, but it is no longer necessary to fear. So again, it's about not fearing the unknown, not fearing your next phase. Am I ignoring my intuition? What I suspect is probably true. I must breathe. Key ideas, ignoring signs. I'm telling you over there, don't ignore the signs. Unknown motivations. Again, what are our motives and thoughts? Why do we do what we do? Or why are we about to do what we're going to do? Again, checking our motivations, making sure we're coming from a place of integrity, honesty, learning lessons, becoming, again, new and improved versions of ourselves, showing up differently than we did before, right? Or trying to, again, figure out our motivation, figure out, again, what am I going to do, right? Where do I go? What am I going to become? What's going to happen? All these questions. Intuitive knowing. Fear of the unknown, again, in journey. Don't fear your journey. Intuition, courage, uncharted territory. Again, embracing the unknown, being fearless. Was it the road less traveled? Something like that. Here you have throat chakra. The angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. So whatever you've got to say, make sure, be careful how you come across. Be honest, but be, careful how you come across. Don't come across as arrogant and I'm leaving and whatever. So depending on what situation you were in, especially if you're leaving somebody who might have been good to you, you got to be, what do you call it? I can't think of the word. But, also about speaking the truth in general. Being honest with yourself. Being honest with other people. Third eye chakra, again, here. It is safe for you to see the energy of love in all its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. Trust in your vision for yourself or what you want, what you're trying to move towards. Know that opportunity awaits. Get out of your head. Follow your instincts. Release, release. The law of attraction. Relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energies, especially even our own energies. Again, what we bring and what we allow. When things no longer resonate with us because we've changed or we've grown, we want to move towards things or attract things towards us that are going to be on our new level, right? No more settling for less than we deserve. No more settling for being less than what we want to become, right? Moving towards our dreams, moving towards our goals, whatever it is for you. Integrity. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. Again, be a person of integrity. Do the right thing for the right reasons, for yourself, for others. Be honest. Speak your truths. Embrace this change. Embrace new opportunities. Embrace this chance to grow. And release your fears into the God box. Write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put in a special container called God box as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. So again, speak positively into what you want to manifest. Don't come from a place of fear. Don't come from a place of lack of belief in yourself. Stinking thinking, negative self-talk, fear, anxiety, worry. If you put all that shit out there, that's what you're going to get more of. Again, as long as you're coming from a place of integrity, whatever you're looking to manifest, you should be able to manifest. But if you're coming in sideways, you know what I'm saying? Now, in regards to love, what is the advice here? Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level commitment. Of course, if you're, if you have forgiven yourself, try to forgive other people. Again, learn from the experience, learn the lessons, move towards more fulfilling things. Maybe some people might be hoping to get engaged, or just in general, you are ascending to a higher level of being. Therefore, your relationships are also going to represent that. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. That's why you have throat chakra there. And it says make sure how you come across. You know, whatever you've got to say. If you're trying to leave a situation, again, be gentle in your approach, but still do what you need to do because you know you need to do it. Or some people might be trying to have a conversation with somebody, ask for forgiveness. Again, some people might be looking to get engaged or make some other kind of commitment because they've learned, changed, grown. They want you to pay attention to the red flags, signs of caution. You got signs here twice. Another mention about paying attention to signs. Here about paying attention to signs. So there's something you're needing to, again, look at. Make sure how you come across. Don't be the same way that you were going into new situations. You know, don't let yourself keep repeating patterns with people that you're needing to learn from and, you know, speak your piece and keep it moving. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. That's why you had patience there twice. Emperor in reverse, again, letting God box, letting go and let God, you know, letting go of the need to control. Don't let fear keep you stuck. That's another means of control, trying to control your environment, control outcomes, control people as a way to protect ourselves. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Some might be looking for some help. But again, and I mentioned to people before, make sure people that are coming in are actually looking for love, not just looking for help. Watch out for people that jump into relationships that's just looking for places to live and have no desire to change or whatever. Just talk a good game, try to get in the door. So know what you're dealing with people. Maybe that's why I'm saying pay attention to red flags. Some people might be looking for help, hoping that you let go of, you know, your control, your whatever, and forgive them. You know what I'm saying? Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So this could be, again, releasing yourself from a current situation, releasing the extra shit that you have in yourself that holds you back, or the extra baggage that we've carried. This is also about, you know, perhaps having a conversation with someone so that we can release, again, the past, so that we can improve the relationship if that's what you're looking to do, and move towards true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So again, some might be moving towards true love, releasing themselves from a current situation. Again, looking to heal a situation and release the past because they view this person as the one. Or you're needing to release the ex if you've been clinging and hoping for somebody to come back. Maybe we're needing to release that and move towards true love. That, you know, the next person that coming in could be the one. You know, an opportunity. Now, what is the reality check for Cancer? This is a double thing. Sometimes it's hard to shuffle. So I'll shuffle these and I'll shuffle these and see what comes out. What is the reality check for Cancer in the month of October? What is the reality check for Cancer? What is the reality check for Cancer in the month of October? What is the reality check for Cancer in the month of October? What is the reality check for Cancer in the month of October? Oops. What is the reality check for Cancer in the month of October? Ooh. Well, if you don't want to be single, then go out and mingle. Unless your next romantic partner is a delivery person, they aren't going to come to your doorstep. You have to put yourself out there. So again, if you're trying to move towards something that's more fulfilling, then you need to, again, maybe let your friends help you, introduce you to some people, or again, you're needing to put in the effort to heal a situation that's someone you're trying to move towards. Or again, if we're releasing something and just moving towards meeting someone new. User abuser. Someone is or was being used, or is or was doing the using. The same in regards to abuser. Abuse takes many forms: emotional, mental, verbal, physical, and financial. If you were on the receiving end, free yourself. If you were doing the do, go kick rocks. Kick them all the way to a therapist and heal thyself so you stop destroying your own life and the lives of others. So again, if you're the person that's been treating people as means to an end, again, that's why I said, if you're leaving a situation because you've grown tired of it, or you've realized that you entered into it for the wrong reasons, but now you want to move towards perhaps going back to someone from the past, or just moving towards something that's actually based in love and not, again, in wounding, need, whatever it is, temporary company, rebounds, whatever the situation was. So again, if you were treating someone as a means to an end, just to have a roof over your head, and someone to take care of you, you're needing to check yourself and the reason of why you do that, because it is being a user and it is being abusive. Or you could have been dealing with somebody who was like that. So needing to, again, realize that and move towards something that's with somebody who's going to treat you better and who isn't going to, use and abuse you, basically. Out with the old and in with the new. Be open to change. Opportunity, go the distance, especially, again, if we're clinging to people that are treating us like shit. You need to let that go. Love yourself and move forward. Or again, out with the old you. If you were being a user and abuser, out with the old new, and be willing to change your ways so that you can, again, manifest better into your life and stop leaving casualties of war, the war that you have within yourself, behind. You can't step into your future if you're clinging to the past. Be present, not absent, or you may miss the opportunities that might come your way. Don't keep yourself stuck by blocking your own blessings. Again, you need to get out of your own way. And then you have here, they don't care. Keep it moving. So again, if you were dealing with a user abuser, a narcissist, or something like that, they don't give a shit. Stop clinging. Learn the lesson and move on. Move on to something better. Or this is how someone is viewing you, as someone that doesn't care. So this what it says. Watch how you come across. Believe in yourself. Who gives a shit what anyone else thinks? This journey is about you, your growth, your soul's evolution. Be your own hero and be the best you that you can be, right? So this is, again, about your own growth, moving towards happiness, believing in yourself, doing the work, whatever it is that's required of you to release, to let go of, to heal, so that, again, you can manifest better than the shit that you've been having or dishing out so far. Be positive, optimistic, and confident. What you put out, you get back. It's a reality check. The law of attraction, you had that here too, works in your favor when your intentions are pure. Again, if you're coming in jacked up in lies and looking to use people, eventually it'll blow up in your face. If you come in being a person of integrity, being honest, being able to self-reflect, again, hold yourself accountable, learn, change, grow, the law of attraction will work in your favor. Again, it's how you show up, right? Your intentions are pure, your belief in yourself is strong, and you are in a state of gratitude. Again, be even grateful for the shit Because if it taught you something, to do what it was supposed to do. Lack attracts more lack. But being grateful for what you already have allows for more things to be grateful for. And then here, sometimes rejection is God's protection. Sometimes what we want isn't for our betterment, but instead for our destruction. Know that the universe has something better for you. So whatever it is that you're clinging to, you know, because you want something again, but it's for the wrong reasons. Sometimes knowing that things end for our betterment, even though it's not necessarily what we want, because opportunity and happiness and joy lie elsewhere. But we got to believe that we deserve it. We got to show up differently and go the distance. And on that note, my lovelies, I send you love and light. I wish you healing and luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Please, again, like, subscribe, share, leave comments. Let me know how it all plays out for you in October. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.